LeBron James will opt out of his deal with the Miami Heat. What does this mean? Our Anthony Slater joins us on the phone for some analysis. And Anthony, LeBron's agent Rich Paul has told the Heat James will exercise his early termination option and become an unrestricted free agent on July 1st. But Anthony, this doesn't necessarily mean he's leaving the Heat, right?
No, I mean it was a move he was really always going to make. Even if he's going back to Miami, it's a smart move because I mean maybe is this something that now he's going to talk to Chris Bosh and Wade and figure out a way to financially take a little bit less money so they can have more money to go after other players. He clearly wants the Heat to be better. Everyone saw it in the finals. I mean this isn't a team as it was constructed that can win the title again. So this is the way they can get better by, freeing up some money in different ways and going out and getting some fringe guys that can help them down the road.
Let's talk about that big three there in Miami, Anthony. Is LeBron saying that Bosh or Wade should also opt out and work with him, or he's gone? Bosh maybe will opt out, Wade maybe not?
Yeah, I mean, you'd think that's kind of the hint. That's probably the next scenario. I've kind of seen some reports that those three are planning to meet soon. You'd think Bosh will probably opt out, like you said. I mean, he still can get some money on the free agent market, because he can opt out and still rely on, hey, if things don't work out in Miami, maybe he can go to Dallas or somewhere and still get near a max deal like he's getting in Miami. Wade's trickier because, I mean, everyone kind of just saw he was in a severe decline in the finals. His knee problems are an issue. You don't know how much longer he has. He's getting $45 million over the next 2 years. If he opts out and things blow up in Miami, where can he get even near that money somewhere else? So I think they'd have to come to an agreement that, hey, we're going to take less money and stay in Miami, or else Wade may just not opt out.
Anthony, who do you think pays when these three meet for lunch? Do you think it's LeBron, Bosh, Wade, or does the restaurant just say, it's on us, fellas?
If it's in Miami, it's probably on the restaurant. And anywhere LeBron is, it's probably on them.
You're probably right.
Of the three right now, I would say after that finals, Dwayne Wade probably should be paying, right?
He probably should, but you're right. Dwayne Wade's showing some mileage on the tires. We're chatting on the phone with Anthony Slater. You mentioned the word scenarios. Let's talk likely scenarios, or just have some fun with scenarios. How about LeBron with Phil Jackson?
Money-wise, it's tricky, and then, I mean, you got to remember, LeBron with Phil would be great, but they don't have anyone around him. I mean, they got a first-year coach, really first-year coach as far as Derek Fisher's their head coach. They don't really have surrounding talent. That's maybe a down-the-road thing for him to go to New York, but he wants to win now. I mean, that's the big thing. That's what he's saying to Miami. He likes living in Miami. He just doesn't know if they can win next year. And you can't really go to that roster to a New York roster that's looking even more bare. So I don't really see that.
Well, the landscape shifts for the NBA this week with the NBA draft, but the trades are actually more likely after the draft and after July 1st. Can you get into that for us a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of this, the draft is Thursday night. Thunder got 2 first-round picks. That's going to shake out some things. There's a lot of draft night trades. And the interesting thing, since we're on the LeBron thing, is are all these teams getting in position to get LeBron, like a Houston, Chicago? They're also looking for Carmelo Anthony's now out there as a free agent that just opted out. There might be teams looking to strip their rosters, so there might be more free agents or easy trade options. A lot of interesting things may happen before July 1st, just because teams are going to be trying to get in place to make their pitch to LeBron or, other free agents. So there's a lot to watch. July 1st, free agent deadline, and NBA draft on Thursday.
He is Anthony Slater, one half of the Thunder Buddies, and does a fantastic job covering the NBA and the Thunder for us, the Oklahoman at newsok.com. Anthony, thanks so much for your time this morning.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me.
You bet. Back to LeBron James. He's a 4-time NBA MVP. He had until June 30th, actually, to decide whether to opt out of the final 2 years of his contract with the Heat. Get this, he was scheduled to make $20 million next season and had 2 years and about $42.7 million remaining on that deal. In his 4 seasons in Miami, as we know, the Heat have gone to the NBA Finals all 4 times, winning 2 championships. More NBA coverage can be found in the Oklahoman and online at newsok.com.